First question in round one. Who wants to own a Skid Row building offering free meals daily? D-Strong.
Jaden Smith.
It is indeed Jaden Smith. And now check out what Jaden had to say about his plans.
Honestly, my dream in life is to have a building on Skid Row where I can give out free meals every single day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And I can do things inside of it. I can create jobs and like a good vibe. Like that's my real dream. That's my long-term goal. And I just want you guys to come along this journey with me. And I want the I Love You community to support me while I'm trying to do this. But that's my real goal and dream. We don't have a brick and mortar store right now. We don't have a place that we can be set up at all times. But I want to have that. And I want the community to help us get there in the future. You know, so that's the plan.
I love that. I'm kind of questioning why he says he wants the community to help us get there, because I feel like he has enough money and his parents have enough money to get there on his own. But isn't this pretty cool and refreshing to see D-Strong, that a celebrity of his status want to do something like this?
I definitely think it's amazing. I feel like he's been like that since a kid. For the most part, you know, he's always wanted to give back to those you know, not as fortunate as himself. Mm-hmm. So it's really good. I applaud him. I definitely do.
Yeah, I love to see it. I know he also had a food truck at one point, Devyni. Tell me more about that.
So the food truck was called the I Love You food truck, and he served vegan meals to the community, which I think is amazing. Like, I totally commend Jaden, because we don't see that a lot for celebrities or celebrities' kids who are so fortunate to have the desire to give back in such a big way. And so I love that he's doing that.
Yeah, and then also the choice to make vegan meals, because a lot of times unhoused people are just getting the scraps of what's left over, you know, canned goods, things of that nature. So the fact that he thought about like a health conscious way to go and helped him out, I thought that was pretty cool. Now, Jaden was asked a question about good old Kanye, which I know they were like rivals at one point, but I feel like they worked it out. Did you happen to catch this video, Devyni, of when this happened?
Yeah, I caught it, and he just walked away.
Yeah.
He didn't even answer the question. He didn't give him really anything.
D-Strong, can you imagine being an interviewer asking someone something about a person and they don't give you an answer, they just walk off? Like, what's your rebuttal to that?
I probably would walk off as well and be like, you know what, my job is done here. Time to go. But you know, I think he handled it well, because he could have said something, you know, very negative.
Yeah.
But you know, I think for his age, he's mature.
He is.
And just walked away. I'm still confused on why they're beefing, because I mean, Jaden is probably 30 years younger than him.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know what Ye did to him.
And I feel like they're all in the same circle, the fashion world, all of that. At some point, you have to coexist in the same space. So that's going to be interesting to see them in the room together. All right, D-Strong, 100 points you have on the board. Devyni, you have 0, but we have more opportunities for you to get those points up. What platform experienced an outage yesterday for over 320,000 users? And it was D-Strong. Who was it?
YouTube. Yes.
It indeed was YouTube. Now, that's a lot of people. 320,000 people who could not activate their YouTube. What do you do in a situation like that? Because I rely on YouTube heavy.
I'm sure they were crashing out. They were crashing out, probably going crazy. And that's a lot of people, because I think it was like 280,000 in the U.S. and like another 30,000 in the U.K.
Yeah.
You know, the good thing is it only lasted, at least to me, it didn't seem that long, but to them it probably felt like forever. But it was only about 90 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So they'll be all right.
It also shows how much we are addicted to these platforms and these apps. Like 90 minutes and your world is collapsing down. What was the issue, Devyni?
They had, I think it was technical issues that were linked to Google, and something was blocking something. I don't know all the technical parts, but I just know that I would have been crashing out if I felt like if YouTube was my platform for all my stuff. You just don't know if it was coming back. So 90 minutes literally could feel like a lifetime.
Yeah, literally, when you are relying on that solely. So we know Netflix took over as the #1 streaming platform. When I first heard about this, I was like, YouTube took over as the #1 streaming platform. So when I first heard about this, I was like, is Netflix trying to sabotage YouTube? Do we think that's what that was there in that moment?
I don't know, but then I just started to think about the crash out factor. And if I was in the middle of watching Love is Blind and my Netflix would have shut off, ooh boy, I would have crashed out.
Yeah, that would have been really, really bad. I don't know. I kind of think that there is some sabotaging going on here because we've never seen this happen until, boom, YouTube is the #1 streaming platform and it knocked Netflix out of the ring. Netflix, I can't prove it, but you're behind this somehow, some way. All right, D-Strong, 200 points you have on the board. Devyni, you're still at 0, but girl, more questions we have. It is all good. Who said he didn't learn how to love until his 60s? Devyni.
What's his name? Curtis something? I don't know. I can see his face.
Can I steal? Can I steal?
I didn't know that.
Can I
I'm
steal?
sorry.
You can still, D-Strong. Go ahead, buzz it in. D-Strong.
I believe his name was Clifton Powell.
It definitely was Clifton,
Yes.
and this clip is a little wild in my opinion, but
Very
hey,
wild.
you be the judge.
I am 69, I'll be 70 in March. I've just learned how to love. Our parents didn't know how to love. Their parents didn't know how to love. Nobody.
What age did you become monogamous?
Today.
One thing that I just want to talk about, accountability, like yes, we can talk about what our families did to us, but eventually comes a point where you have to decide, how do I want to live my life? So it's like, you can only say that for so long. Black women are tired. Everybody in here, several people have talked about going to counseling. Have that upon yourself. Stop waiting for a woman to tell you what you need to do. Take that upon
Let me
yourself.
address that.
This is insane. D-Strong, 60s. He's just learning how to love in his 60s. Why are black men relying on women to teach them how to love and also to get the tools and materials like therapy that they need?
I mean, when I heard this, I kind of looked into it a little bit more. And I think in his situation, it was kind of sad because he really linked it to just past trauma.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about a female really, showing him or teaching him how to live. I just think he never grew up around it. He never saw it. His parents probably, never showed, affection amongst themselves to where he could model that as an adult. So, I think luckily for him, I don't know if he likes guys or girls or whatever, but somebody has warmed his heart enough for him to be like, I really love somebody.
Yeah.
So I just think that trauma, it's a real thing.
Devyni, could you provide some more context? So I know that there's a round table. There's a bunch of different men around having discussions. Give me more context as to why this conversation even went down.
Okay, so this is a conversation among, I don't even know, all of these guys. I think that I was taken back the most by the age and it being so jarring. Almost 70 years old and no love. And I get that point of view of the trauma.
Yeah.
But for me, it was more jarring to feel like accountability.
Yes.
I have to feel like the accountability piece is missing because that's a lot of years.
Yeah.
You've been an adult for a long time.
A long time. And also, why is it always black women's responsibility?
Exactly.
Like, I hear what you're saying. We always go through trauma. But at what point do you say, as an adult, I'm going to make this decision for myself to do better, regardless of what the trauma was from my past family, So I don't know. It's a little wild in my opinion, but hey, to each their own. We all have our different stories and are on our own journeys. All right, Devyni, girl, 0 points you have on the board.
I think mine's not working.
Okay, it's not working. We'll go with that. Last question in round 1. Who released an OVO Canada collab meal in Canada? D-Strong.
This would be McDonald's.
It indeed is McDonald's. Now, this is not available in the U.S. It is only available in Canada. What does this meal consist of?
I think there's like 2 different versions. One is Junior Chicken. The other one's a McDouble.
Yeah.
But they both come with this blue drink that they call the Night Sprite.
Yes.
And of course, I'm sure French fries as well. But, I don't even eat, the Junior Chicken or the McDouble. But on behalf of OVO, I hope it comes to the States and I will purchase and support this because Drake is my guy.
He is your guy, and you are an honorary member of Team OVO, I feel like. Devyni, will you, if this makes its way to the United States, would you be checking this out?
I will be trying it. I want to try the Blue Sprite, and I know my daughter, she loves to try all the meals, so we're going to have to do it. I'm down for it.
Who are some other artists that collabed with McDonald's to also have their own meal?
I know Cardi B has done it. Saweetie has done it. I think even J Balvin has done it. I feel like maybe I don't know why, but I think Tiana Taylor.
A few people have,
yeah.
A few people have definitely teamed up and done this as well. So McDonald's is trying to take, lead from Popeyes and Dunkin' Donuts and all these people who have Meg Thee Stallion promoting. And it's like, hey, let us get some of that love too. I personally do not eat McDonald's. I don't eat any fast food. So I don't think I'll be trying it, but I will take both of your words for it if it happens to make its way to the States. All right, guys, that is a wrap for round 2 of Clock It. What do you know? D-Strong, round 1, I'm sorry, of Clock It. D-Strong. 400 points you have on the board.
He buzzing before the question's over. I thought that was a rule. I'm just saying. I thought we couldn't do that.
Listen, they won't even let me until the question's done.
No, you pressed OVO before she said OVO.
Ooh.
Fake news.
I'm just saying.
Fake news.
I'm just saying, it's very steamy up here. A lot of competition going on. Yes, girl, get in the game. Make a comeback. It is now your time. We are hopping straight in to round 2 of Clock It. Here we go with our very first question. Who is clarifying his sell my soul for $100 million comment? D-Strong.
That's my guy, Channing Crowder.
This is definitely your guy right here saying this wild statement and now is trying to backtrack. Take a listen.
My point was that Bud Crawford's about to go fight. He don't have to sell his soul to fight. What's he, 42-0? He's going to have a 43rd fight. And when the number gets high enough, he's going to do it. And I want everybody to apologize to me. That's what I want. I'm going to say it right now. Everybody that criticized me in 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, whenever it is, when somebody offers Bud that sack and he goes back in that ring and starts boxing, y'all say, Crowder, I'm sorry. I apologize to you because you were right. You don't have to sell your soul. But for $100 million, I'll fight a giraffe, a lion, a tiger, a penguin at the same time. $100 million?
Strong, give us some more context. Talk to me about the original comment that he made. Why did he even do the whole sell your soul thing?
So I guess, Terrence Crawford had said he was not fighting anymore. So he was trying to say, like, for the right amount of money, he would get back in the ring. And the guy was like, no, I wouldn't do it. And then Channing was like, for $100 million, I'd get back and play football. So I think he just said it as a statement and people ran with it, the whole selling your soul thing. Because at the end of the day, $100 million is a lot of money. Let's just get that clear. And I think people ran with it and took him a little bit too serious on saying this sell your soul thing. But yeah, because $100 million will change anybody's life.
It is life-changing money, but I also have the record reflect that Strong and him are friends. This is his homeboy, just so y'all know. So in true homeboy fashion, he's over here taking up for his boy. Now, Devyni, I'm going to ask you, if someone's morals and integrity does not align with what it is they want to do, technically, does it matter how much money is on the table?
No. The original, when I first saw the clip, I thought the only question was the sell your soul question for the $100 million. So I'm like, well, the answer is obviously no, but I feel like it was the backlash that made him double back.
I think so. But I think he's right. He's going to take another fight, and everybody's going to be like, oh, dang. And it's probably not going to be $100 million.
I feel like now that Channing has said this, he's going to have to double down on not doing it, even if it comes his way. Because this clip went too viral for him now to go back and be like, nah, I'm going to do it. Or it has to be at least a decade for us to forget about it.
Or maybe more than $100
Or maybe $200 million.
I don't know.
That's what I was going to say.
Good point.
Maybe more money.
Could be $200 million. Maybe he'll do it for that. All right, D-Strong, 600 points you have on the board. Not quite sure what's going on with my girl Devyni today.
No, but seriously.
But I know you're going to make a comeback, okay? It's the buzzer?
It is.
Okay, we're going to go with that, girl. Here we go. Next question in round 2. Who is giving the option to leave her boyfriend amid cancer scare? D-Strong.
Karuchi.
It indeed was Karuchi. Now, Karuchi and Dion have been dating for quite some time for people who do not know. And we know he had a situation that happened where he had a cancer scare and he actually had a surgery as well. Take a look at what he told her, though.
I gave you your out.
Sorry, excuse me?
I said you didn't sign up for this. Like, this ain't what you signed up for. Like, you didn't sign up for me to go through this. You need to, this ain't This is getting ready to be tough. So I would not doubt you. I would not ridicule you. I would not be upset if you did. Like if you checked out. I told you that.
No, I get that, but that's not the type of person that I am.
Do you think Karrueche didn't leave?
I think she didn't leave because she didn't want to, first of all.
Okay.
And the way, that we're viewing this video, or the way that I took it or, received it, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit.
Oh, okay. Talk to me.
Because I'm just thinking, like, if I'm Karrueche, I'm like, I have my option. You don't have to tell me I got an option. Like, if I want to leave, I'm going to leave. Like, you ain't trying to tell me, like, it's okay.
Good point.
Like, if I want to go, I'm going to go. So that kind of just was like, I feel like that was Dion being Dion on some, like, girl, you ain't got to, I'm prime time, but, if you want to go. I would have been like, Dion, if I wanted to leave you, I could.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't got to say that. So
I agree. I have agency over my body. I am a grown woman. If I don't want to be here, I know how to leave. That's a great point. Do you think Karrueche staying and with him, does it speak a lot to, just his character or her character and how much she cares about him?
I think it does to a certain extent. She said that she's not that type of person that would leave in such a serious moment. So I get what she's saying. I feel like she didn't have anything to prove, though. Like you said, like, I'm Karrueche. Of course, I could leave if I want to leave. I want to stay. So let me stay. You don't have to ask me.
Yeah, that's a great point. Karrueche, listen, girl, I do feel like that was a little bit of, kind of check that. And I'm happy that she was like, you know what? I don't want to leave. If I wanted to leave, that's not who I am. I feel like God brought us together for a reason. And the longer clip is what she was saying. And I think that's really, really dope of her to not just be like, hey, I'm out. I'm not going anywhere, really, really cool, especially because he went through like 16 surgeries.
Yeah.
Like what? It was like he had 16 for the blood clot.
I believe it was 16, something they caught late. But just kind of like going back to what you're saying, despite whether she wanted to leave or not, she stayed. And what I would love to see is maybe them take this relationship to the next step, the next level, because I feel like what she demonstrated was till death do us part.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I feel like that was what she demonstrated.
Do you think Dion will really get married again, though?
You know what? Maybe she'll flip it on him and be like, you can leave if you want.
Ooh.
But if you ain't gonna get married, like,
great point.
Just go,
Great point.
You never know.
Because him and Tracy Edmonds were together for a very long time and they never got married.
No.
Now, we all know that Dion had a very tumultuous first marriage with the first wife. Or no, the second wife, I think she was. But I could see why he probably didn't want to do that again. But I wonder if he has met someone who is making him reconsider and think about marriage again.
I think Karrueche is probably the one. I think, he's been down that road before. He's older. He's wiser. I'm pretty sure what he dealt with from a health standpoint had to be very humbling. And, maybe he's ready to just, put that ring on her finger. Put a ring on it. Yeah.
Do we see wedding bells to Devyni for the two of them?
I would have to agree.
Okay.
I feel like he probably sees that in her to make him want to change and do, something different. So, I guess it's giving.
Yeah.
It's giving wifey.
Different already is going from Chris Brown to Dion. I'm just very different. Even like, who did she date before? Vic too.
Yeah.
That's a wild difference right there. The spectrum is very wide. If we were ever to talk about a type that Karrueche has, I couldn't tell you what her type is at this point. Chris Brown, Vic, Dion, it's a lot going on. So
I would say
famous.
Somebody that has money.
Oh, okay.
Is her type.
You're right. That is a type.
Yeah.
That is a type. Love to see it. All right. Well, guys, let's go on to our next question in round 2. Which two boxers are reportedly set for a match in April? Devyni.
Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson.
It indeed is Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson. Now, where's this fight going to be?
It's going to be in...
Africa.
Is it? No.
Yeah,
Is it Africa?
Africa.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be in Africa. Now, when was the last time either of these two stepped into the ring, D-Strong?
I think Mike Tyson was like this past November. And Mayweather, I think it was like August of 2024, about a year and a half ago. So
I don't even understand this because in 2017, I think he retired. So technically, how do they step back in the ring if they retire? How does that work?
I'm not a boxing guy.
Okay.
But the way it's looking is boxing is looking like it's become the new wrestling. And I guess he's just like, the bag is on the table. We know Mayweather loves money. So why not get it if I can? Because it doesn't even look like when these guys are fighting, they're taking it serious.
Agreed. Yeah. You are absolutely right. Well, hey, get that money while you can. Let's keep it rolling. Next question it is. Who gifted Meg Thee Stallion a baby blue Bentley for her birthday? Who was it, D-Strong?
Boo! Klay Thompson.
It indeed was Klay Thompson. Now, these two have just been in love. And this blue Bentley, let me tell you, how much did it cost?
I think like $200,000.
$200,000 for a car is wild. That is a house. You can't live in that car.
No.
She don't need to.
Oh,
they already did remember when they did the key
together? They did. They have bought a home together. She actually threw a birthday party for him with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Okay, so like if we had to say who topped who with the birthday gifts and surprises, who did it the best, Devyni?
I don't know. They about tied for me. That Bentley, that's cute. But the party?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was like a whole weekend, too.
And then they did a vacation, too.
Yeah.
So I love it. Love bomb. Love each other. That's so good. So cute.
D-Strong, what are we thinking? Who won this one? The Bentley or the Bone Thugs and Harmony party?
I think the Bone Thugs and Harmony was more thought put into it, you know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to the money, they both got money, material things. So I think that extra, step of putting some thought into it and getting the artists to come, I think she won.
Yeah, and plus it was a whole weekend with like his friends and family, and there was a dinner, and the whole thing. But $200,000 for a car, and that's a rare car too, like a very rare car. So Klay definitely did his big one like this. And I can only imagine he probably hasn't had a girlfriend who has loved him in this way too. So
I'm not sure if he ever had a girlfriend. He just seems like that type of.
I've seen him with girls, and there was one girl he was with for a very long time, but I don't know if they ever put a title on it, like girlfriend and boyfriend type thing. But I like this for her. I feel like she's and it seems like she's being loved correctly. He seems to be very kind, so I'm here for it. All right, guys. Well, I'll have you know we are embarking on our very last question in round 2. So here we go. Last question. Who was the first African American to publish a poetry book? Devyni.
Phyllis Wheatley.
It indeed was Phyllis Wheatley. Now tell me more about her.
So Phyllis Wheatley was brought over from Africa. She was one of her first in her family to actually be emancipated, and she was emancipated because of publishing her book, which is kind of crazy. And when we think of Black history and to think that she was the first of something, and to think that she went through the slavery in her family, it's just so much to see how much we've overcome. And I just love that we can celebrate each other, celebrate this month, but I want to keep this going. I love these questions.
I love it as well. As we know, it's Black History Month, and every day we've been bringing you a fact about Black History Month, so you guys can be educated and learn about these Black women and men who are Black excellence in history. All right, guys, well, that brings us to the end of today's episode, and what do you know? D-Strong is our winner. He's the one who is getting the clock today. Clock it. Yes, it is you who's going to get our clock. Look at this. Okay, listen, he's trying to be right, period. I love that for you. Look at that. He's our winner today of Clock It. Devyni, as always, thank you for being here. D-Strong, it is a pleasure.
It is a pleasure
to have you crowned with this clock.
To be here today.
Love that. Viewers at home,
birthday.
Thank you. See you again tomorrow, same time, same place for another episode of Clock It. Do that.